How we doing, gamers? Welcome to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting a title screen there, I guess. But yeah, I guess we're just really getting right into this. So yeah, basically I've been wanting to play this for a little while now on camera and everything. This is, unlike my other playthroughs, going to be something I've actually never played before, so this is the first time I'm actually doing this right now. And we've already cleared a level. That was honestly the easiest level of all time right there. And now we get the lore drop. And it looks like it's a classic too. Good old Bowser stealing stuff. Oh no, it's not Bowser, it's someone else. Someone probably associated with Bowser, that's fun. And there it is, there's the title screen I was looking for. Yeah, so basically, I have another series where we play Super Mario 3D World. Captain Toad appears in that game too, and originally, as far as I know, on the version of this game that's on the Wii U, that is a sequel, or what am I saying, a prequel to Mario 3D World, but for some reason on Switch it's a prequel to Super Mario Odyssey, I guess. Unfortunately, I do not have the Wii U version, nor do I have a capture card for, you know, my Wii U and everything. Yeah, let's get right into this. So that I guess was the tutorial level right there. And it looks like we can actually get DLC content from the eShop too. That's cool. Not sure if I'll do that, but who knows. We can also play this in VR apparently with Nintendo Labo. I don't have any of that. So I guess we'll just do start right now and get right into things. So I have seen another person play this. I have seen some gameplay of this game, just a little bit. I stayed out of the room mostly, so that way, you know, I wouldn't like, no lore would be spoiled, I guess. But yeah, we got this book right here, and basically all these pages right here, that's a level. So it looks like we got quite a few levels here, actually. So yeah, I guess let's just get right into this. Plucky Pass Beginnings. I reckon this should probably be easy. If not, we've got quite an adventure ahead of us, that's for sure. But in this game, instead of playing as Mario or Luigi or Peach or Toad, we are playing as our lad, Captain Toad, right here. And yeah, this is going to be more so like a puzzle game. I guess we gotta collect these gems right here. What is this? Oh, okay. It's free coins, I guess. Oh, this must be where, like, you get the items, right? So we could potentially get power-ups. Because you can't jump here. You cannot jump at all whatsoever. That's really the main gimmick here. So you gotta find other ways. You gotta find alternatives, okay? You gotta manipulate gravity. Kinda like up here. Unless we can find a way to break this POW block. Kinda a little something like that. There we go. A little bit of, Super Mario 2 action right there, if you do say so myself. But, yeah. So, not exactly like the Captain Toad levels that you find in 3D World, that's for sure. It's a little different, which is good. We've got a lot of variation going here. We'll always love to see that. I don't think this game would be very interesting. It was just nothing but, like, Captain Toad levels from 3D World, you know? That's good. This is special. And what do we have going on here? We got a okay, a power-up. Nice. We got a very, very strong plant right there, but that would probably explain it. You are going to give me the third gem. What is going on right here? Oh, the Toad is sleeping. Okay, I thought he was hurt or something. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Let him get his rest. And presumably we touch this star to end the level, right? But what is going on with that section down there? Okay. I guess we'll never know. Or maybe we'll come back to this level at some point, but that is the first official level complete. Obviously we had the tutorial level, which that is something I've actually never seen before in a game, at least a Nintendo game, where you get them thrown like immediately into a level before the title screen right there. But we can now play hide and seek with Pixel Toad. Touch the Pixel Toad button on the controller, or the actual Switch itself, which we're not in handheld mode, obviously. I'm playing this on my monitor. Or press ZR, so... Okay. So if we do this, what happens? Okay, so, 8-bit Toad, he's running into the level here. We're gonna see, this is probably gonna make it harder. But, you know, more risk, more reward. Pixel Toad is hiding somewhere in the course, and we gotta find the guy. We found a lot of, Easter eggs in Mario 3D World involving pixelated characters, like, 8-bit Luigi, I know, has made a couple appearances, so this is, pretty similar to something I've already experienced, so I reckon we should have absolutely no problem. But I imagine he's probably a very, very small creature, kind of like that right there. And it looks like we've also got a cursor here too that's motion controlled. So can I just select him? Yes, I can. Nice. We got Pixel Toad, or 8-bit Toad, probably a more accurate term. Although that is not how Toad looks like in the original Super Mario Bros. On NES. But anyways, level 2 here. Walleye Temple, Tumble Temple. Okay. That's cool. I fumbled my words there, but you know, fumbling my words, wow, kind of like that. Great example. Fumbling my words is like a more common occurrence than Mario, like, jumping in these games, you know? But anyways, looks like we got some enemies, you know? We have a familiar face right here. We've ran into a couple of these in 3D World, that's for sure. But yeah, so can I hurt you? I could stun him. I can't, like, flat out remove him, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just slide right on through there. Apparently we weren't supposed to automatically know to tilt one of the sticks here on the controller to look around and stuff, so I'm already kind of ahead of the game here. For some reason it's the L and R buttons to rotate the camera like this right here. Not something I'm used to, but something I might get used to and then be not used to games not supporting it in the future. So, interesting decision right there. I wonder where we'll utilize that. But anyways, got a whole stash of coins right on in there. How do we get to that? I want that. Give me. I guess, okay, so you gotta wait for this to turn a certain way so that we can access the hallway right there. And if you don't, you get dumped down to the lower level. That's fun. Not bad graphics in this game so far. I kinda like. I wonder if they're like the same, like in terms of shadows and lighting. If it's the same on Wii U, because obviously the Wii U, I'd imagine, has to be, like, less powerful than the Switch, right? Because, like, that came out in 2012, and the Switch came out in 2017, so... But it is a bigger console, too, you never know, like... The Switch is portable, and the Wii U obviously isn't. At least, you know, the actual console part of the thing, you know, you could probably carry the gamepad around a whole lot, and that's probably what many people were misled to believe way back in the day. You know, I really wasn't sure what a Wii U was either until I actually got my hands on one myself, but that is the third gem right there, so where's the second one? Where is an area we haven't been? Obviously, we've been across the bridge right here and everything. But what is going on here? I reckon it might be in that plant, like right there, potentially. So we're gonna have to go and check that out. Can we just fall off of here? Yes, we can. But he probably got a little bit injured, so that might be a little bit, abusive. But at least we didn't actually lose any health, you know? Not that there's really any health in this game, but we pull this. There we go, it's a power-up. I was kind of hoping it would be a gem, you know? Kinda useful. So where is this thing? Because I imagine it might be a situation, like, similar to 3D World, where the collectibles in the level, those are all going to be required. I do see a little something right over there, but I do reckon... Yeah, that's the chamber where we get dropped down from there, but if we pull this... What happens? I'm not used to the L and R buttons being mapped the way they are, but there we go, there it is, nice. And now we can move on officially, so that's all 3 gems from this level. I imagine the gems are probably going to get a lot harder to find, so this series is by no means a guide as to how to find the gems and everything. I'm just coming across them because this is my first time playing, so just thought I'd throw that out there and everything. But yeah, on to whatever the next level might be, I guess, with our fabulous little lad right here. Here's a quick tip. Touch the game thing to interact with objects and stop enemies in their tracks. You can also aim with the pointer and press ZR to interact with objects and stop enemies in their tracks in TV mode. Okay, I knew it. So, yeah, it is ZR. That's kind of what I was alluding to right there. That timing was actually really perfect. So, Touchstone Trouble. I see an eerie red and blue in this level, so this is what I think it is. Hopefully we get through this alright. Hopefully it's not too confusing, but if we do this right here... Oh, that's cool. So you can move the pieces of the level right here. And you can open up certain paths. Certain paths that might be a little hard to discover, you know. It looks like we can also go, like, right over here. We got a plant. What is this? Something a little resistant here. We got a key. And I reckon down here, I saw a door with a lock on it. So I'm just gonna make a little... Yep, beautiful. We're gonna make a little bit of progress here. And there's our third gem. Okay. Although I suppose that they don't really have like a whole lot of direction in this type of level where you can change it around and whatnot, so... Can we change it? Yes, we can while we're on it. So if I do a little something like this, we got gem number 1. And then over here we have gem number 2, presumably. I don't really see why that would be any other gem other than number 2, but you never know, you know. Things happen. How do we get to it? I reckon we can just go on in here. Is this anything? I don't think it is. Oh wait, never mind. It is something. It's the way in, you know? We just gotta change the things in the right order. Now, how do we get up on top? I reckon if we just bring this up... Okay, so we bring this up right here. And there we go. And there we go. I knew that. I knew how to do that. I knew that was coming. You see? Totally. And I just noticed right here, we have some challenges in the level too. This one, apparently it's possible to do it in 3 touches. We might want to go back and attempt some of these. There's also a way where we didn't destroy, the temple's bridge, I guess. So, yeah. Preserve the bridge, I guess. That's fun. And collected the gold mushroom. That's probably an interesting one. I didn't see any gold mushrooms around, but I did see a bridge, and I did see, the touching of different parts of the level right there. But next we have Mushroom Mesa. What to expect from this, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe some mushrooms and maybe a mesa, potentially. This is not what me as a Minecraft player is used to right here. I was expecting there to be a little bit more, you know, terracotta and everything, but you know, it's Mario, what is it, you know? It is what it is. We go in here, we get gem number 1, okay. Thought it was gem number 2 for a second. Now this, we can touch. Cool, something like that. And then I'm gonna grab the coins on top of the thing. And then I'm gonna take this to the next level right here. We are going to stand on top of it, a little something like that, to get the maximum altitude. Unless that guy tries to kill me. Okay, that's fun. Is there any way, you think, maybe, yeah, we can probably stun these guys, right? The shy guys, potentially? Yes, we can. Okay, that's good, but not for a very long amount of time here. Oh, we could easily have just thrown the vegetables, the plants right there at him. Okay, so I can fall onto here. The star is up there, so this is probably going to be the path of the star, but where are the other 2 gems? We've already known that one was right in there. The other one, way down there, and then there's some coins right there too, so it looks like we're going to be looking on the underground section of the level here to figure out what we need to do, but anyways, it does not appear that, we could there's a wall right here, obviously, so, we just bring that up, and then we bring this up, and that's the star. But what if I stay on the inside right down here and bring it down? Oh ho ho! There's our 3rd gem right there, okay. Also looks like we got some brick blocks right here, although that might actually be part of this, so it's not like the destructible kind, so... Yeah, I don't even know how we do that, because obviously there are no bombs, but I don't think Captain Toad can pick stuff up like Mario can. So... Yeah! We'll see, I guess, if there are any destructible blocks in this game, but we got another thing right here. Oh, and it's an extra life, that's cool. We actually only have 3 lives, so, we better, make sure we stay in one piece here, that's for sure. Gotta watch out for the enemies and everything. But where is the 2nd star? Or the gem? I'm already calling them stars, that's hilarious. I reckon it's probably not possible to jump down there and, like, fall before, like, you know... falling to our death right there. So, I reckon... Oh, I know exactly what you gotta do. You gotta go over here. And then, I don't know how I didn't see this, but there's another passageway right on in here. It just goes left. And in here should be... Okay, that's not what I expected. I was kind of hoping that would be, you know, the gem. But I guess not, you know. Guys, I don't think I can find this gem. We might have to move on from this. We'll definitely come back to this later, but I have no idea where the frick they could have hidden that gem. Oh, man. Because, like, there's no way it's in either of those right down there. Because, like, those are, like, right in the beaten path right there and everything. So, yeah, there we go. That's the level complete. You think maybe it had anything to do with maybe the challenge right there? You know, like defeating all the enemies, potentially? I mean, one of the enemies could have very well, dropped it, potentially. But it looks like we're going on to another world here. So you know what I reckon we ought to do? We are gonna take another swing at this level, but this time with our friend 8-Bit Toad. We're gonna see if we can find him. And if not, I'm gonna look very dumb. Publicly on the internet. It's fun. It's great. But, yeah, maybe we can also take a swing at defeating all the enemies. So first, I think we're gonna locate 8-Bit Toad, first of all. And I reckon right here should be a pretty safe place to just camp out and do that. So, probably very small. Oh, do you think maybe he's, like, on the inside in the passages right here? That would be so evil. That would be crazy evil right there. Because, like, you can barely see in there to begin with. Although I don't see him anywhere. Just like, I can't bring my camera down, by the way. This is as low as it'll go. I can't, like, look up at the island. I can look down on it, though. It looks like there's actually, like, some other land way down there. Kind of looks, looks like a super flat world in Minecraft. But, yeah, so this is all suspended in air, I guess. So, technically, Captain Toad, if he can fall from a height like that, you might be able to fall from a height down there, you know, at least within the canon of the game. Obviously, we're gonna lose a life if we do that, but, you know, just a little game theory for you right there. But anyways, let's get to defeating these enemies right here. We're gonna want to stun you, throw this at you, and lose our power-up, but luckily, I know where a new power-up is, thanks to the previous playthrough. We can go right on in here, and I reckon this should still give a power-up, right? Oh, and there he is! There's our guy, so we're not gonna tag that guy just yet. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna have to, do the challenge first, because we're obviously already right here. Why are we so zoomed in? Alright, so how are we gonna take out the bird right there? I reckon we could throw something at it. But, we obviously have limited projectiles and everything. Most definitely cannot stomp the guy, that's for sure. But what I reckon we'll do is we'll go right here. It zooms out, very nice. And then we will pick one of these things up if, you know, I can use the proper button. And then we just do a little something like that. And boom, it's all done. Except for this guy right on up here, so we'll have to take you out as well. How we're gonna do that is we're gonna go on up here. And now you are gonna just crash into the ground like that. That's kind of weird. And did you just broke my... Wow, okay. Hopefully I didn't just blow the entire challenge right there. I actually think I might have. I don't think there are any... Oh, there is one more. It's right down there. But do you reckon I can get up here, you know, without, like, destroying it or something? Because, like, I don't see why not, you know? But you never know. Sometimes you gotta ditch the power-up in Mario. And, or the projectile, too. The one that you're holding. So... Yeah, I guess we'll just go along with this. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll just go locate Pixel Toad then. Locate in quotation marks. We actually know where he's at. He's right here. Hello there, buddy. I'm gonna just tap you and bam. Very nice. We found him. Amazing. So that's that. We're gonna do another Pixel Toad challenge here in Touchstone Trouble. So we can clear this in 3 touches. I don't know if... We're gonna have to probably plan that one out. Because, like, I am not good at levels, like, puzzle levels that require, like, limited touches. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely take a swing at it at some point in the future. Obviously, we have this right here. What is this? I think this should be... No, it's the key. Okay. So that's 1 touch. You know what? Screw it. I'll take another attempt at it. So we use it right there. And in here, we have this, which we can't... I don't think there's anything in there. Oh, you know what they did? They removed the star, so that way, you know, Pixel Toad ends the level. Alright. Okay. Where is he, though? There he is. We'll just take you. We found Pixel Toad again! That's crazy! And I think this level right here, this is going to be the only one left that we haven't found Pixel Toad in, so we'll take a swing at this, and then I reckon that can be the video, basically. So I guess by not breaking the bridge, we could also knock that out too. Just do this right here, fall down, and boom, the bridge is intact, at least until we go near it up top and everything. Now where is this guy? That's a question I ask myself a lot, but typically in, like, you know, combat games and everything. You think he might be hiding under the water, potentially? That would be evil, because, like, it's dark under there. And, like, that's not a very, conventional area, I guess, to find something, you know, like... The first thing I think of, like, when I'm trying to find something is that's not gonna be underwater, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if everybody else thinks differently from that, but, you know. Holy frick, he's, like, right there. He's right behind the wheel thing. So, I reckon we just take this, we go back down, we tap him. Beautiful. And there that is. So does that mean, do we get the challenge then? Because we did clear the level without breaking the bridge. Will it give it to us? No. Okay, so it's gotta be the star we gotta collect to not destroy the bridge. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff like this. Also, check out the Super Mario 3D World playlist. Pretty cool series. We're almost to beating that game. We're almost ready to face Bowser and everything. We're literally in the last world. And not like Bowser's keeping everything the world after that. Not to spoil the game for you. But yeah, go check out that series. That'll obviously be in the end screen. But yeah, see you around for more Captain Toad treasure tracking and all the other good stuff in between.